Hey, I'm Dr. Whispers. So you had a nasty run-in with a limb, is that right? I'm sorry. What were you doing riding a four-wheeler? Okay. I'm going to ask you to take that cloth, or I tell you what, just take your hand off of it and let me get it and remove it so I can see the cut. It's just an old t-shirt you had. Okay, so you did a good job stopping the bleeding, so that's good. Okay, so that means I can take care of some other things first before we get to the cut, okay? Alright. Let me go ahead and clean it real quick. And then I'll get your vitals, okay? And then after that we can take care of closing it up because I think it's going to need to be closed up. Okay. Did you have any type, or do you have right now any dizziness? Nausea? Okay. Do you feel like your eyesight is okay? Okay. Alright. I want you to stare straight at me. And follow the end of this here. Stare straight at me and let me move this in front of you. I want to make sure your eyes aren't jumpy to the things around them. Good. Okay. Alright, now follow the tip of it for me with both eyes. Good. Good. Okay. Can you read what that says? Right there on the end. Good. Alright, so your eyesight seems fine. Let me just go ahead and get some other vitals. And then we'll get you taken care of, okay? Don't worry, you're fine. I can tell by looking at it, it's fine. Okay, I just need you to sit real still for me while I check your heart. Alright, now I'm going to check your lungs. Breathe in and out for counts of 2. In, out. I'll check your stomach area. In, out. Alright, lean forward for me. Check the back. In, out. Again, in, out. Okay, alright, good. Alright, is there anywhere else on you that you have pain? Just your arms where you got scuffed up. So you've got thick jeans on, so it didn't really scuff up your legs. Okay. But I'm going to touch on your stomach, okay? You don't feel anything when I press? Okay, no pain. Alright, and on your arms, you just said these scratches are all that's hurting. I see you got a few bruises that are starting to appear too. Okay. Alright. And you say, was anybody with you? There was somebody following you right behind you. Okay, did you lose consciousness at all? No. Okay, good deal. Alright. Go ahead and check your temp. Open your mouth, please. Open. Okay. Temperature's normal. Alright, let me see your arm. Gonna roll up your shirt sleeve. It's just a little bit tight. Okay, just sit still for me. Okay, that's normal. Alright. I'll clean up your arms too, where you've got some dirt and just a little bit of scuff marks before you leave, okay? me use just a little bit of this antibacterial solution to clean it, okay? Don't worry, it doesn't have alcohol in it. It's not going to burn. See? Okay, good. Alright, let's see. I'm going to use a magnifying glass. Look at it a little bit closer, okay? Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's right above that left eyebrow. Okay. Alright. I do think it's probably deep enough that it's going to need to be closed up, okay? But, so that you're not worried about pain, I've got a solution that what it does is it numbs the skin, any skin it touches. It's kind of like a numbing solution that they give you sometimes at the dentist. It makes your area that's been numb feel kind of heavy, a little bit tingly, kind of like your foot feels when it's asleep, okay? Alright, so the only thing you should feel is that kind of tingly feeling and pressure when I touch in that area, okay? You shouldn't feel any pain, alright? Okay, so let me go ahead and apply that. Give it time to numb the area, okay? I'm going to put a good bit of it on too, okay? Alright, so hold still for me. In just less than a minute, it should start to feel kind of tingly, heavy, and numb, okay? But just a little bit more. Right there, kind of right there in between the cut, just a little. Okay. I'm going to check it in just a second, okay? Okay, I've got my little needle here, don't worry. I'm just going to lightly tap and touch on the area, okay? You tell me if you feel any pain or any stinging whatsoever. You should only feel a little bit of pressure, okay? No pain. No prickly pain from the needle. Good. Just a little bit of pressure. Okay, good. Alright, we're ready to go then, okay? If you want to, you can just sit with your eyes closed, or you can keep them open however you want. It's not like you'll be able to see anything since it's above your eye. Okay, this is going to take just a minute, okay? I've done lots of these before. At times I might be kind of pushing the area closer together, okay? Right now I am going to put a piece of sticky tape over where I have sewn it up. And then I'm going to wrap your head in some gauze, okay? And you can change your gauze once a day. And this little sticky pad, I'll give you some to take home with you. And in a few days, you should be able to come back and I can remove the stitches, okay? Okay. Alright, so let me put these little pads. And that's, like I said, I'll give you some. Okay, and like I said, you'll need to change this out once a day. And probably, I would say after 2 days you wouldn't need it anymore, but just in case. Okay, going around. That feel sort of tight, but not so tight on you. Okay. It shouldn't be too tight to get lightheaded. Okay. Alright, that pretty much concludes the part of fixing that gash. Now let me take care of your arms, okay? While you're sitting here, I'm going to use some of this antibacterial solution and clean off some of the dirt. Just hand me your left arm here. There you go. Clean off some of the dirt and other stuff that's on your arm. Yeah, it must have been a nasty little accident. I bet your friend was worried about you. Well, they've already went home, so they weren't too worried about you. Well, like I said, you can come back in just a few days and I'll remove those stitches. You'll be good to go. Takes care of that arm. Let me see the right one. Looks like your left one got... Oh, that's the way you fell. Okay. So left arm got most of the beating. I think you're good to go, and like I said, just change out the gauze and that little bandage once a day. After 2 days you won't have to use the gauze, and then we'll call you back in a few days and I'll check the gash and see if it's ready to have the stitches removed, and if it is, then I'll go ahead and remove them. If not, we'll leave them in a little bit longer, okay? Alright. So, you're good to go, and be sure and be careful next time riding those 4-wheelers, okay?